Hello everybody out there in Region 12 land, and welcome to another episode of The More You Know. And today we're going to talk about a really cool update that Google has released and is still releasing and is trickling out, and I wanted to tell you about it. It's called Smart Chips. That's weird. Let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm starting a new document here, and maybe I'm starting some notes about some graphics or some marketing that I might need to do for a workshop coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and put Molly's name in here, but the Smart Chips will actually let me attach the name to this document. So I'm going to use the Smart Chip activator, the @ sign, and then we're just going to start typing names, and there we go. She is now tagged, and it will let me know that she doesn't have access to it, so I'll need to share it with her, so then she could also have access to this document as well. I can take this a step further, and we can go ahead and add a date to it. When you use the date version, or you're trying to tag a date, you can type a date in, or you can even write tomorrow, and we'll go ahead and attach tomorrow's date. These tags, or chips, are interactive. So if I come over here, I can go ahead and book a meeting on that. So if I click that book a meeting, it'll take me to my calendar. Go ahead and make an invite. I can rename that. So I'll just go ahead and type @ again, and then I'll see that I've got tons of other options. I've got calendar events, I've got other dates I can pull files in, and the really cool thing that's going to be trickling out over time is multiple templates. These templates are really cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and touch or click on this meeting notes template, and then it's gonna say, hey, what meeting do you want to pull meeting notes for? Let's go ahead and pull this design thinking session. It pulls in the date of that meeting, the title, and the link to that calendar invite, and it also shows me all the attendees, which I can email, and I can also send messages to, or schedule an event with those particular people. I also have a nice place right here for notes, and we also have this really cool action item section, which you may have noticed that there is now a checkbox function in your toolbar for Google Docs. And so you can use those automatically when you use those templates. So if you make an action item, you can then put a date on it, and you can also put somebody's name on it. Whenever that's finished, you can check it, and it will go ahead and strike through that line, showing that it's done. Now let's say I want to add a reference to another document, like a Google Doc or a Google Sheet. Specifically a Google Doc, these work better than other Google applications right now, but I've got a link that I've already copied onto my clipboard that I'm going to put in the notes section that I'd make a reference to. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste that in, and you'll see it says hit tab to replace it with a chip. It doesn't say chip, that's just what Google calls it. That's what I'm gonna call it. So we now have this little chip right here that shows the document. If I hover over it, it'll show me a preview, and then I can go ahead and click on it, and it will take me into a preview window. I didn't actually leave the original document, but I do have a preview of that document. I can interact with it, the links still work. If I wanted the full view, I just come up right here and click that little pop-out button, and it takes me to the full-size document. So over the next few months, Google will be adding more templates, as you see right here, like brainstorming and a project roadmap, that give you tables with things that have already been added in. The really cool thing is, not only are they adding more templates, but they're adding more interaction. So you'll see at the very end of these tables, there's even a place for voting. So you'll be able to upvote things that have been done and give cheers and congratulations for items that have been checked off of the list. Well, that's Google Smart Chips, which is currently just in Google Docs right now, but I hope maybe you find some uses for that. Play around with them, make things a little bit more productive for you, and make things a little bit more efficient. So thanks again for joining us on this episode, and I hope to catch you on the very next episode of The More You Know.